The hero of Fifth Business by Robertson Davies is not a hero. He's not the villain, he's not the lover, he's not the beloved either. It might be a book about figuring out who you are, or it might be a book about bottling up everything you feel for your whole life. I don't really know how to talk about this book. When I started reading it, I thought, this is a Bildungsroman, or a David Copperfield style book written in turn of the century Canada. It's gonna take me through World War I and the Great Depression. I thought I understood it, but Fifth Business isn't really about any of that. We follow a main character as he experiences thrilling, tumultuous events, but he holds fast to a kind of mundanity that almost feels like a kind of sickness. As he interacts with Jungian archetypes, the main character is working so hard at their psychological removal that the book doesn't really read like a classic Bildungsroman novel, maybe a anti-Bildungsroman novel, postmodern novel like Tin Drum or Midnight's Children, or maybe like The Invisible Man. But this is nowhere near as exciting as one of those books. A book like that, while being postmodern and abstract, still sort of lionizes the hero. They're still heroic, or they still have some kind of moral effervescent or lifting going on. Fifth Business is unconcerned with that. That's not what the book's about or what it's for. It's a very weird book, and I like it very much for that reason. Fifth Business was recommended to me by Tim, Chip, and an elderly bookseller in a tiny bookstore in rural Maine in 1993. It's a book that's been on my to-read list for 33 years, and I'm really glad that I read it. By startling coincidence, at the book's climax, if a book like this can even have a climax, the main character is 50 years old, like me. I am glad I didn't read it when I was 17. I think it probably would have been a bit of a struggle. I recommend Fifth Business for anyone who's 50, or anyone who is sensitive to the kinds of tricks people play to maintain their own identity. And how about anyone who is a lover of all kinds of books? Because if you love all kinds of books, you gotta read Fifth Business because it's the only book of its kind. It's an unusual but literary experience. Recommended.